Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokémon White version. Last time, we climbed all the way to the top of the 7 stories of Victory Road and fought against Terrakion, making it up to Pokémon League. This time, we take the fight to the Elite Four and catch up to N. Before all else, there is a Pokémon Center at the top. Why would you not use this? I can't think of a single good reason. But I did want to come in here really quickly to not show the obvious, but to show that there is actually a Pokemart here. The top clerk hasn't changed whatsoever. You know what he sells you, but the bottom clerk, he is the kind of an amalgamation of all the different special balls that we've seen up to this point. If there is any sort of specialty ball that you want, you can buy it here in this one place, except for the dive ball for some reason, which we've only found one of, and it was in the cold storage. Moving on, I of course want to stock up on a few items. I have nothing else to spend my money on, so sure, 10 revives because why not? I'm probably not going to use them, but better safe than sorry. Full restores, I got 5. I'll take 2 more, I guess. I think hyper potions are going to be your best friend. These are going to be how you recover back up to full health with 1 item usage. I'll just buy a few of those. The very last thing to say about items is that we finally have seen enough Pokemon to get the final TM reward out of Professor Juniper. If you want to go and see her, she will give you TM10 Hidden Power, allowing you to have effectively any type of move on any Pokemon you want, but very limited in power and also random at that. If you want to know what type your Hidden Power is, the guy in the Mistralton Pokemon Center will tell you. That's everything and so much more than you could ever need in preparations, but now, we've come a long, long way from home, and these are the ones who've made the travels with us. So, as is tradition, I think it'd be best if we took a moment and just kind of reacquainted ourselves with these guys. They've changed a little bit since you've last seen them. For instance, Ottawa no longer has Strength. Like I said, I went to go to Mistralton City and replace Strength with Aquajet. Ottawa is the very lucky otter who is now some kind of giant otter-sea lion hybrid with a beard and a samurai sword and a helmet. It's quite a lot of amalgamations of a lot of things, but she's pretty the way she is. And I think that she served us very, very well, especially because oftentimes my starter Pokemon in Unova always ends up being the worst member of my team, even when I try to use obscure stuff. Ottawa, however, not so. She's very lucky, very strong, very capable, and just been very reliable the whole way through. And of course, I gotta say for the 3rd time, very lucky. Haywire has also been pretty lucky, a little middle of the road. I might have wanted to put Wild Charge on it so it would have an electric special move and an electric physical move. Ultimately decided to stick with Charge Beam just to power up that Thunderbolt later in a fight in case it gets an easy KO or something. I like the strategy a lot. Haywire's been great most of the way. She's also a Pokemon that I was worried might not hold her own as time went on, but she's proven herself, and having moves that buff yourself upon doing damage are fun to use, and she's been very, very good proof of that. All in all, just a very intense Pokemon with a very fitting nickname, and yeah, I love going haywire with her. Don't read too far into that. Terabyte, Mr. Ego Hotshot himself. Such a hotshot, he actually turned red with age. He has all the type coverage you could ever want in the world, and yeah, that's right, I need to put the expert belt on you. Why did I not do that? Okay, well, that's a little bit embarrassing. But it's Terabyte with loads of type coverage and just his own moxie giving him those attack boosts left and right. He's a case where having too much ego can definitely be a good thing more than it is a bad thing. I like him a lot. Though, as with anyone with an ego, don't mention his unusually big tail around him and how it slows him down in battle. He gets a little stabby if you do that. The granddaddy of all bird Pokemon, Rock, has been a powerhouse with an extreme downside. I have a lot of experience with training Archeopsi. I'll go with Archeopi. I have a lot of experience with them, so I haven't had a hard time with that defeatist ability just because I generally know when it's a good time to fight and when it's a good time to back off. Rock has hit so hard in so many battles and is very satisfying to use as a result of that. I would wager he might be the most powerful member of our team, but don't let the other ones know that. He's just kind of derpy, yet unusually powerful for how silly he looks at the same time. I love him a lot. Favorite Pokemon, and I'm happy that I finally had an opportunity to make one make a journey with us. Hilbert the Hero! I decided to give him Toxic and Sludge Bomb. I need to put the Rocky Helmet back on him, so it's especially good that we're doing this. Clear Smog is a great move. I've acknowledged it as such plenty of times. But in a lot of cases, I'd rather just do the damage or wall them with Stockpile. Having two moves that essentially amount to status with how little damage Clear Smog does, I oftentimes would rather just do one or the other. I think mixing Toxic with Stockpile is going to give us a lot better damage out of Hilbert and make it so he'll get the KO when he otherwise wouldn't have. That's a problem that he's been having. But Hilbert being a Garbodor, you're a Pokemon that I've personally always liked, thought was really fun to use, thought was very underrated, and I hope maybe some other people have gotten to see that. Maybe not quite as much as a certain legendary Garbodor that happened in some other Let's Play that shall remain nameless, but I'm happy that we got to know you. I'm happy that we got to raise you. But why did you have to go and join a gang behind my back when I showed you such a good upbringing? Just why did you have to do that to me? Hex, the final member of our team, the awkward one out that tries so hard even though he has a little bit less natural talent than the others, has been quite the Dragon Slayer, and I hope he'll be helpful to us for the same purposes going forward. I love you guys, but let's fix your hold items. Rocky Helmet on Hilbert, Expert Belt on Terabyte. With all of that done, you should be ready to go on. The Pokemon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. Kick their asses! You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there's no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. Do you want to go in? Then proceed! This is certainly a new way of handling things, wouldn't you say? You can battle any of the Elite Four in any order that you like. 4 great warriors form this Pokemon League. To the southwest is the one who does not fear the ghost type. To the southeast is the one who channels the power of the fighting type. To the northwest is the one who has mastered the dark type. To the northeast is the one who knows the mind of the psychic type. If you can defeat these warriors with your courage and wisdom, you shall be led to the summit where the strongest champion awaits. We're not going to harness our power to do that as well. I was hoping for the Zelda reference. I've given this a little bit of thought, and I think the one that we're going to challenge first is in the northeast. I am going to have Rock out into the lead for this fight because he is an excellent lead, and I have made no hesitation to point this out. So up we go. And what a step up this presentation is. It's so beautiful. I've always wanted a princess canopy bed, preferably risen like 50 feet off of the ground in my bedroom. You are living the dream. Or sleeping it. Who are you? How impudent you are to disturb my sleep. Humph. You appear to possess a combination of strength and kindness. Very well. Make your best effort not to bore me with a yawn-inducing battle. Clear? Be the best Elite Four theme, but I'm not about to sour the mood by saying it's anything less than totally awesome. Caitlyn is going to begin her battle with Reuniqueless, level 48, Psychic type, Magikarp for its ability, so it's only affected by moves that do damage, with the moves Energy Ball, Thunder, Focus Blast, and Psychic. I'm opening up with a U-turn and going to Terabyte immediately because no matter whether you use Psychic or Thunder on me, I've got it covered with my immunities on that Pokemon. You see that synergy still finding ways to come into play even this late into the adventure. Thunder doesn't affect me. I get the feeling a wonderful time is about to start. I'm excited. If she looks familiar to you, that is because she is from the Platinum Battle Frontier. You see, they haven't totally forgotten about us folks who really like the Battle Frontier. It was good though. Soften it up so Terabyte can get the Moxie, exactly what I like doing with U-turn. Her next Pokemon is Sigilyph, level 48, Psychic Flying type, Wonder Skin for its ability with the moves Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Air Slash, and Psychic. Thank goodness I didn't freeze. I was very afraid of my strategy failing miserably right there. Good. And I think we're pretty competently leveled. I was afraid of being over-leveled all this time because of just how fast we were going up in levels, but really, we're about the same level as everything that we're fighting right about now. Heck, maybe even a little weaker than some of the stuff that we're going to be seeing. Not weaker, however, than Musharna, which is level 48, Psychic type, synchronized for its ability, with the moves Reflect, Charge Beam, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Meant to wall you, but I got 2 Moxies. Thank goodness it didn't survive. It looked like it was going to there for a second. Last up, I hope I can outspeed the Magical Voice. Level 50. Psychic type, Frisk for its ability, which, yeah, you can see I changed to the Expert Belt. Even at a time like this, I can stay cool and something else. Probably Collected, that's usually how the saying goes. I outspeed you good. It has the moves Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Psychic, but that doesn't matter to us. This team is very well versed in taking apart Psychic types, and I thought she would make a good first opponent because of that. There we go. As a trainer, you are both excellent and elegant. I am very pleased to have battled you. Just in case your second sentence had an insult, I guess I'm kind of glad that I wasn't able to read it. You haven't faced all the members of the Elite Four yet, have you? Don't concern yourself about me. Go on ahead. Their text also changes depending on the order that you fight them in. Another little tiny cool detail that comes with the territory of what they did. I did not need that many healing items, but I'm gonna heal up anyway, cause why wouldn't I? For this next fight, I'm switching around my hold items a little bit. Rock is getting that flying gem that we picked up so long ago that I've wanted to use oh so much. Next, we're gonna go to the southwest. I must say, you skirt the line between cool effects and wondering how the heck this place doesn't get sued for doing this to children very well. Eyes brimming with a dark flame, this man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about one singular justice. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I was just inspired by the challenger who was just here, and somehow I got a little sad. Excuse me, you're a challenger, right? I am the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokemon user Chantal, and I shall be your opponent. Don't worry, I shan't tell. Had to get in one more pun in there, had to dig into you really deep here in the end. We're in the undead room after all. She is beginning her fight with Kafagrigus, level 48, Ghost-type, Mummy for its ability, with the moves Psychic, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball, and Grass Knot. I want to shut this thing down immediately. So you know what we're doing. Well, Acrobatics getting a 1.5 times buff. And then another 1.5 times buff. Crunch has 80 power. Yes, Acrobatics will do more damage with a flying gem. Go on. Nuke it! I have been wanting to do this for so long, and this is what I think I can do. By simply just nuking this. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! The plan was to utterly nuke it and then have no downside to not having my ability as a downside, being able to just go to town. That backfired just barely. I was on the right track. Well, Burn Heal, you better have it. I do have it. Using a full... That's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go for the crunch on this hit because... Yeah, it should do roughly. Yeah, I was hoping to get maybe the defense drop or something along those lines because it was going to take 2 hits anyway. Wow. At least I can say I'm not in defeatist right now. It did help me in the end. That's pretty funny, though, that backfired on me. Okay. I was thinking of another opportunity to do that, but I'm kind of happy that I chose this one, and that's how it ended up. Second Pokemon, Jellicent, level 48, Water Ghost type with Curse Body for its ability, so it can disable your moves after you attack it, with the moves Shadow Ball, Surf, Energy Ball, and Brine. I'm gonna do Crunch. If things get bad, I might be able to U-turn out and do some chip damage, something along those lines if I'm able to survive. Ooh. It is always Brine time somewhere, and sadly right now, it was here. Haywire, this is your time to shine. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure what she's going to do next, and it's going to be a really good move to counter Haywire, and I'm gonna want to get the hell out of dodge. Jeez, getting that 1/3 chance a little bit too often there, buddy. Golurk. Level 48, Ghost Ground type, Iron Fist for its ability with the moves Curse, Brick Break, Earthquake, and Shadow Punch. Getting the buff out of Shadow Punch thanks to that Iron Fist, but other than that, pretty much expected. Thankfully, it's a Ghost type, so Curse doesn't do the other effect that it would normally do. And in fact, that's a little bit of a change with Gen 5 that I haven't gotten to talk about yet. Curse is now a Ghost type move. It used to be question mark type, but that's been abolished now. Hex having Levitate right there is very, very good for us indeed. You have Brick Break. I should be faster, and you don't have a lot of special defense, I don't think, so just Ice Beam it. Oof. Oof, I say. Everything is barely surviving what my Grandmaster plan is against it. It's not really so Grand or Master or Plan-like, but Ottawa, you go out there and take it. Hopefully you can at least have good luck against her Pokemon if no one else is. Yep, saw that coming. Let's ride an Aqua Jets and let our hearts pound with strength, or however the Japanese lyrics to that song go. I really, really like Advanced Adventure, and it's just such an epic theme, especially the orchestral version they play during important fights. I'm getting a little bit off topic. Golurk, go down. Haywire grew to level 46. Welcoming that with you being the weakest member of our team, and Chandelure, her last Pokemon. Level 50, Ghost Fire type, Flame Body for its ability with the moves Fire Blast, Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Payback. This thing is a beast. I'm happy that she doesn't have a Grass type move on it. Energy Ball would make it especially hard to deal with, so it's not quite as bad as it could be, but between its fast and its simply gargantuan 140 special attack, it hurts getting hit by this thing. I was thinking about maybe going for Aqua Jet, but I thought, nah, you're bulky enough, you can deal with it. Okay. Who should... Terabyte, yeah. I'm a little worried because you have low speed. Fire Blast to be neutral damage. It could hurt a lot. Let's go for the Crunch. Oh, wait. I outspeed you. Well, cool. That was a harder fight than I thought it would be. I thought I had answers to pretty much everything in it, and I had a good strategy sense, but it just didn't seem to want to work out. Level 50. Wow, I'm dumbstruck. I know a lot of words, but I can't figure out what to say right now. Perhaps I'm feeling about having it. She never shuts up! I can't keep up with that, I'm sorry! You and your authors and being too wordy. Sorry, first I must apologize to my Pokemon. I'm really sorry you had a bad experience because of me. Oh, it's not your fault. This is how battles always are. Even in light of that, I'm still one of the Elite Four. Every person who works with Pokemon has a Pokemon story to tell. I found that stories where people and Pokemon help each other out are far more interesting than stories only about people or about only people or only Pokemon. You're very cute. I like how you have your references. This thing looks like it wants to hop on one leg, a la a Disney movie where it's some kind of magical being that can move around. But perhaps maybe I'm thinking of some other time in the same very basic place. For now, we have taken down 2 of the Elite Four, and next time on Pokemon Black and White, we got 2 to go. See you guys then.